Welcome to Mike's Morning Mug, or I really should say this is an evening mug. Once again, I'm taping a morning mug during the evening time, but most of the following video here is actually taped during the day. I want to welcome a bunch of new subscribers to the channel. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to view what we have here on Haunted Road Media, and if you are actually new watching this, please go ahead and subscribe, and then of course click the little bell for notifications, because we have a lot of paranormal material that comes out here. So I'm Mike Ricksecker. I know you kind of see my name floating above me right there. It's actually part of a entire Haunted Road Media banner, but I got tired of playing around with the camera, and well, this is what you have, my name floating above my head. It wasn't really what I was going for, but it is what it is. What's happening in this video is actually the end of the trip that Shana and I just had. We were going through the Gore Orphanage area, which is not actually an orphanage, and then through Hartford City, Indiana. So what we're going to do is kind of preview those areas. We have bigger videos coming out on those, but this will just give you a little bit of a tease for later. I'm prefacing all of this because well, I was having problems with when I do the in the car vlogs. I just use my iPhone and it kept filling up. Even though I was deleting videos, then it wouldn't record anything more than like but a minute. So technical difficulties, and I'm going to basically splice a bunch of stuff together here. Just wanted to give you a little bit of an intro of what we were doing that particular day. I'll be back at the end to go ahead and wrap it all up, but thanks for watching, and here's what we were up to the other day. Welcome to Mike's Morning Mug. Yes, I'm here with Shana. This might be your second morning mug.
Morning mug number 2 in the series.
Maybe it'll be the Mike and Shana morning mug. Well, hey guys, the mug is out. Done drinking that. I think we're done drinking the tea.
I'm done.
Yeah. So, but you know, we're not supposed to drink and drive anyway. We're headed back west to Illinois. Shana needs to go home, but we just got out of a little while ago now what they call the Gore Orphanage. A lot of legends in Ohio that surround it, but the truth really is kind of is very tragic. I mean, the legend is basically supplanted from a fire at a school in the Cleveland area, and it kind of moved to the west to this building that they thought was the orphanage, and there was an orphanage in that area, but this building was actually a mansion in the area. So it was actually owned by the people that owned the orphanage at one time. We were talking about doing a Friday Night Ghost Rides with it, and then eventually, after doing some more research and getting some more material, doing a Ghosts and Legends with it. So there's a lot to really cover and actually get to the real truth behind it, and there really is a tragedy where, you know, 4 children in 4 days died of diphtheria. So, but while we were there, you didn't really feel any of that.
I didn't really feel anything, and I think it's probably because we were a little crunched for time.
Yeah. That's a foundation. It goes over here.
I think sometimes maybe spirits don't all, unless it's residual, you know, I think it's like 50-50, you take a chance, because I think sometimes they'll be like, oh, who's this? And then other times they're like, wait a minute, you know, I don't know this person, especially children. And there was some evidence of graffiti, and not so nice graffiti at that.
Yeah.
So it could be that they're just afraid to come out. And, you know, like I said, I didn't really feel anything, but, you know, there's probably some factors to contribute to that. So definitely there's going to need to be another trip.
Because the orphanage, what we were finding out, just doing a little research last night, is there weren't, at least from what we're seeing, there weren't any buildings that were actually built for this orphanage. What they did is they bought up the surrounding farmland and used the farmhouses that were already there for the orphanage. There's a lot of misconceptions about the whole thing. And there was never actually a Gore Orphanage. It was Gore Road, and there ended up being an orphanage there. It was Light and Hope, and it looks like they just combined the two. It was already Gore Road, and then it was like, okay, to designate that this is also the road to the orphanage, they appended that onto it. That's what it appears to be. Something I thought was kind of cool was, it actually wasn't until the very end that we actually finally saw the pillar that everybody kind of flocks to. But I thought it was pretty cool that we also found the second pillar that nobody talks about.
No.
Hey, there's the tall one that everybody goes to and smashes bottles against and draws penises on. And there's the base of the other one. And this was the very wide drive into the house area. And there was just the base of that left, but it's kind of there amongst the trees and brush, and it's really kind of wild how you can see over 100 years at this place how much nature has taken back over, which is kind of what we observed when we were doing the Camps Full of Logs.
Nature does what it does, and I'm fine with that, but if it's a historical landmark, or if it needs to be a historical landmark, then I don't think that there's a problem with there being an even balance. Nature can do what it does around the perimeters of the area as long as there's something preserved for history's sake.
So we are headed out to a place right now that is being preserved, and that is in Hartford City, Indiana. We're going to be checking out the old speakeasy there with our friend Roanna Ray and the owner Dan Allen. So I know Shana I've been there once. Shana hasn't been there yet.
I don't get out much.
So, but there's a lot of different locations around that area, and they're working together to keep that preserved, kind of clean it up and all that. And so, we really appreciate people who, actively try to restore places. That's something that you do with the Goldenrod.
Oh, absolutely.
That's part of what we do with Haunted Road Media is, work to try to, help give different places exposure, that need help with restoration, preservation, which we're going to roll right into. Hey, get Encounters with the Paranormal Volume 2 because that'll help the Goldenrod.
Right.
Great place.
Yeah, 1880.
Right.
I don't think it's changed any since then.
It's like right by my head.
Right by your head.
Yeah.
Hello.
I was in here. Someone just knocked by Shana, and I heard knock, 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 like 3 knocks.
Over here.
Right here. It's like right by my head, and then that's why I asked if somebody knocked, like if you touch the wall when you walk by, or something like that, and you were already.
I was already down there because I was walking past that second room.
Even before getting into the actual room, I got a warning sign of impending activity of some kind. Something was definitely checking us out because I got a little bit of a headache.
Well, if anybody's here with us, this is Mike, Shana, Dan, of course you know Ro, was here visiting, doing a little walkthrough. I've been here once before. This is Shana's first time, but feel free to come out and say hello. Our day is now done. We'll show you some video clips and all that, but we hit the speakeasy and the old jail there in Hartford City. So I've only been once before. Shana's never been, and got to see some stuff that I hadn't seen before.
I've never been in prison before, so. Whew. Cool.
I think it was this cell that I slept in that night. Hello.
Yeah, it's also a sneeze.
Now's we heard a loud cough, sneeze, something. You okay back here? Figures I didn't have the camera on at the time. Somebody here? I feel a little tingly.
I just got it feels like someone's like squeezing my head.
No, it definitely was not outside. It was in here. It was like somebody like sneezed or coughed or.
And he isn't sharing this building with anybody.
No.
So, I don't know.
Venture into the creepy dungeon.
Oh, it's,
Oh wow.
the energy is not good. Ugh. Whoa, 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 whoa. What did I see? What did I see?
You see?
That's not my shadow. How far back does this go?
It goes. It's like a. Seems like it might be a mirror image of upstairs, which I think is awesome. That reminds me of As Above, So Below.
Shut up.
Have you seen that movie?
Yes.
I love that movie. Thank you for stopping by to watch the morning mug, even though this is really an evening mug. We're going to have the Friday night Ghost Frights version of the Gore Orphanage, and I'm going to call it that for now, even though it's not really the Gore Orphanage, it's a Swift mansion, but that's what everybody refers it to. That's how they will be trying to find information about it. So we're going to call it the Gore Orphanage and then put the little caveat on there. It's actually the Swift mansion. So that will be coming out this Friday. Stay tuned for that. And it's still, even though this was like a little sneak peek, the Friday Night Ghost Frights is going to be like a bigger sneak peek, and then we're going to have a full video on that coming up here soon. Probably maybe a Ghosts and Legends or something like that. But we do have the Bel Air House Ghosts and Legends coming up, and of course you just saw the Hartford City snippets, so we'll have some of that as well, and some others as well, because we also visited Lakeview Cemetery and Ohio State Reformatory. So lots coming up here on Haunted Road Media. Again, if you haven't already done so yet, please go ahead, subscribe, hit the notifications, get up to date on everything. Leave some comments below. Let me know what you think of all that we are doing here on Haunted Road Media. Until next time. Well, if you want to join us, you got to come in front of me, not behind Shana. That's the rule.